I had another management tip of the day from Harvard Business Review across my desk last week, and I wanted to explore it a little bit with you today. The link to the article is in the details below. It's by a fellow named Scott Walker, who's a master negotiator, obviously really knows his stuff, and he has some terrific hacks for successful negotiation. Two of them I absolutely love. The first is be comfortable with silence. Don't feel like you have to talk all the time. Sit quietly and let your audience make the next move. That's tip number one. Tip number two that I really liked. If the audience doesn't come around to speaking, then ask some open questions. Ask how, ask what. Do not ask why. Why puts us on the back foot. It tends to make us feel defensive, like we're being asked to justify our actions or our thoughts. If you want to put this to the test, walk up to someone in your circle and out of the blue say, hey, why did you wear that outfit today? It's a virtual certainty that they're going to check themselves over and make sure the fly's done up or that a strap's not showing, and they're going to ask, why does it wash me out? Are these colors no good? It's human nature. So don't ask why, ask how, ask what. The third thing that Scott offers is the one that I want to explore in a little bit more depth. He recommends using a strategy called mirroring. It's been around for years. It's a pretty standard negotiation tactic. When we're in face-to-face when we're in real-time conversation with someone, it's the strategy of echoing back, reflecting back the last thing that they said to you. So if I was to say it's the strategy of echoing back the last thing they said to you, in mirroring, you would say, so it's echoing back the last thing they said to me. Okay, this is supposed to do two things. One is that it helps the audience understand that you have heard what they said, and two is it's supposed to create some sort of an emotional connection that they'll feel a little bit more aligned with us. The problem with mirroring can be that if the person on the other end understands what mirroring is or has ever used it themselves, they're going to think that now this is a tactical thing. They're mirroring. I wonder if I should be mirroring. What are they trying to get me to do? Because mirroring is supposed to get me on board, to move me to a position. It does not always get positively received. So if you are using mirroring and you see that the audience is maybe not as receptive as you'd hoped, you might want to try paraphrasing. Paraphrasing does much the same thing. We're going to use our words to reflect back what we believe they have said to us. It does two things. Number one, it gives you better clarity, because instead of parroting, we're actually making sure that we are internalizing their message and that we have the grasp of it. And secondly, there's often a little bit of a gap between our paraphrase and their original. And the implicit invitation to the audience is, did I get this right? At which point they can say, well, not quite, and offer us a little bit more information. This demonstrates clearly that in fact we are following them and we are paying attention and we are aligned with them. So if mirroring isn't working for you, I highly recommend paraphrasing. It might be an even more powerful tool for helping the audience understand that we're valuing what they have to say. And to quote the great Canadian rock band Chilliwack, if there's no audience, there just ain't no show. Thank you, Bill Henderson. Please don't sue me. That's it for this week. Remember that communication is how we manage change, and we really need things to change. So get communicating. Come back and see us again next time. And until then, if you have questions, comments, or want to check out any of our courses, drop us a note at info@bettercomms.com. I hope to speak with you again soon.